Alright, so I got some interest in this can crusher, and I'll do a quick demonstration. Oops. See if I can do it from the wrong side, because I usually stand where the camera is. So, works real simple. As quick as I can grab them, I can crush them a lot easier than one of those metal ones. So that's my inspiration, is I wanted something very easy to work with. And this is really durable too. I built one that lasted over 2 years probably, and it's not treated or anything. You could probably build one nicer, treat it, and keep it under cover, which I don't, and it'd last for probably 5 years or more. But anyway, one quick thing. The first one I used a bolt similar to this, and you want to use something more like this. I used this on the back one on the first, but this one I added it on the second pivot, so it sticks out on both sides a little bit, but that's kind of where it stops. And that was kind of on accident a feature, but I noticed it was about where it stops on the last one, so it worked perfect. And that's kind of the same thing with this. I did that on purpose because as it smashes, it expands, so it makes it easier for it to drop. The one thing I didn't do right is this is kind of short, so I stacked a couple pieces, and there's this, and we'll get the measurements here. So the width here on the widest part is about 5 inches. This one is just over 3, so you can use a 1x4 or something, and it'll be 3.5 at that point instead of 3.25. But you could go probably even wider because of another part. So this is an inch right here, or no, this is an inch and an eighth, and I'll change. I'll do the conversion to metric too in the video. But I got an inch and an eighth here by 2 inches, and that's not too important. You could probably use a 2x4, but then you'd have to make this part generally wider. And these are pieces that are about 7/8. So these are all kind of random pieces. I didn't mill all this, but this one I did with the table saw. I cut it down. And these are 3.5. So same with these. These are 3.5 wide, and then these are an inch wide here by about 3 inches, but 2x4s are what I had before on this. So it'd be the same height as this, and then an extra. You just need longer screws. And then this piece, kind of the same thing. It needs to be more than 7 inches total to get good anchors in here. And I use plywood on this part because it seems a bit stronger, and it's the 1/2 inch plywood. You could go bigger though. And then I got the second piece, like I said, just as a spacer, and that's kind of the same thing here. And then here's this here, the length. It's roughly 15 inches from the center of that bolt to the end here, and you could probably have that right about at the end there, and then put this piece on this end instead. And if you wanted to, you might be able to find a way to pivot fancy, but on this it doesn't need to. So it seems to work just fine nearly every time. So that leaves, the handle goes all the way to about here, and that's 28 inches. The handle's what it is. You can make it pretty long. The other one was narrower. This is 1.5 inches. So that's what makes the 1.25 inch spacing work here. So you could have something square in here, and then maybe drill in for a round hole. And then I actually put on the other one, had a smaller piece, so I could put a metal tube that was the handle for my floor jack. So this one, I've made the handle long enough though, and then I basically put this plate along with screws along this side, and then you see the 2 on here. There's 3, 1, 2, and 3 at the very end here, and then there's a plate on here to keep everything as firm as possible, and it seems to be working. The better way to do it is if this is the same shape all the way down, if you could have it kind of square or even a little bit bigger, you just need space for it to clear up to right about here. So you could have a pretty chunky piece in there if you could shape it right. Or even better, maybe fill it in, have a chunk that fits in here just about right. I think these are just 45-degree angles, and it just helps clear things. And that's it. Oh, here's the pivot point from the end to where I actually put the spacer. Oh, actually no, we want to put it here, 24 inches. So then if you do a 15-inch with the block here, it should be about perfect. And you don't have to have this 2x4 and then probably 3/4 inch, or I'll actually have to lift it up, and then you can kind of get an idea. Also, these are just jar lids. They don't really work. If you can find something more durable, like a piece of wood maybe, or something like this, a metal plate would be good. Something better. If you make something, that would be cool to see what you do. So just let me know, or just let me know in the comments if you can do that. But anyway, let me show you. There's an angle that I didn't have, so if you can see it, there's 45 angles on this part, and it would get hung up on there. So the cans get crushed and obviously drop straight down. It's a nice feature. That way you don't have to stop and empty it. But that's it, and I'll crush some cans quick. So, works really good. I can fill up the bucket in no time. But that's it.